Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back down here at hive number 6. I'm just going to walk away to do a quick intro. So I made a split from hive number 1 last week. I found one frame, I think it was last week, maybe the week before. I feel like it was last week. Found one frame with a queen cell and then moved a few frames, actually 2 frames, let me take that back. I found 2 frames in hive number 1 with queen cells, 1 per, and moved 3 frames, I believe, from hive number 2, which did not have a super, so I felt okay about robbing some bees from them. So essentially hive number 6 has 5 frames, drawn frames in there, and then 5 new frames. So that was last week. There are quite a few bees coming and going from the entrance. So this week will be the very first time looking into the hive and just checking on a few things. One, I want to see if either one of the queen cells have emerged, and if they have emerged, at that point I'll be checking for the queen and I'll try to mark her with my very handy one-handed queen catcher. And additionally, if they are queen right and it looks like they will become a healthy colony, assuming, I'm going to add a 1 gallon division board feeder to them as well, just to give them an immediate food source so they can start drawing out some of the newer frames and, you know, so they have food. So very typical, let's take a look real quick. I was going to say very typical, the frames with the queen cells, I try to mark them. The pen was drying out, but they're either 5 and 6 or 4 and 5. I tend to put frames with queen cells whenever I make a split directly in the middle, so I know where to find them. And then, like I was saying, I'm going to add a division board feeder. So the outside frames that are very new foundation, that don't have any drawn wax or anything, I don't feel bad about removing them at all. Alright. So I do have to keep in mind that if they have a queen, she is not going to be marked. So that is just something I have to keep repeating in my head, because I've become used to finding marked queens in the other colonies. So it's also a good thing sometimes not to have a marked queen, because it keeps your eye sharp, I guess. Okay. First very good sign. It looks like she emerged, because I saw the bottom first, but then if you look at the side is chewed out as well. So try to make a determination if they actually have a queen. Also looking for eggs, and as I say that, let me grab my flashlight. Alright, well there's the other queen cell, that messy looking thing in the center there. Oh, it's hot. Been out here for maybe approaching 2 hours or so. And the past inspections this year, I believe I found a virgin queen in, I think, hive number 2. Because I could hear her piping, like she was piping like crazy. There's actually a video on Instagram that shows that, because I caged her. This would be a good frame to find eggs. I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any eggs just yet. That would be a good frame to find eggs on. Same on that side. Let's keep looking. There's a few frames that have bees on them still. actually. Take a look at this. Alright, now, I thought I saw eggs. It's just how the cells are shaped. Alright. Let's see what to do now. I'm gonna remove the yellow frame. I'm just not a fan of those frames at all. I don't see a queen, which is okay at this point, because I did just make the split last week. So it looks like that was very good timing to make the split, because both queen cells have emerged. So basically if I didn't make the split when I did, they would have emerged in hive number 1, and most likely, assuming, hive number 1 would have probably swarmed. Okay, let's see. I don't like... Well, let's just see if we can make this work. Maybe that'll just work. Okay. Yeah, very tight fit with the division board feeders. Alright, that does it for number 6. No sign of the queen, which is okay at this point. I did just make the split last week, so just something to keep an eye on for the upcoming weeks. More so next week, I'll be checking them again, looking for the queen, which hopefully I can find by then. She could be out mating right now. She could still be a virgin queen, which I believe for the most part they're very difficult to find because they don't have the size as a typical queen just yet. They look like a normal honeybee. So either way, yeah, I'll just check back next week. Hopefully they have a mated queen by then. I can mark her and just kind of assess their overall health, see if she's laying nicely, and then eventually over the next few weeks add one of the new medium supers, continue to feed them so they can have more space to lay and eventually build their winter food stores. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Cole's Farm, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I am about to wrap it up and get out of this heat. I think I'll clean up the bee yard later today, if not tomorrow, because it is hot. It's easily 100 degrees if I had to guess, and I am soaking wet. Thanks for watching. If you subscribe, I view that as support, and I appreciate the support of the channel. And again, I mentioned this in a previous video, if you're around the Jacksonville, North Carolina area and you're interested in some local honey, check with us towards the end of the month. I'll make a post on social media, and you'll probably also see our harvesting video that I plan to make and our bottling video. I'll put that on YouTube. But whenever you see those videos, just know that honey is available for purchase. Just reach out to me whichever way you want to, and we'll make arrangements to get you some honey. All right, thanks for watching. Cole's Farm, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Beautiful, very, very hot July 11th, 2020. Thanks for watching, everybody.